Looks like Little Rock Capiello has to change his game plan a little bit as he cannot figure out Danny Mason. Danny Mason just keeping that pressure consistent, comes right in with, lands a right hand. Oh, and there's a combination that kind of rocked Little Rock. You get that? Well, it looks like Mason, though, John, is controlling this fight as he's just moving in and taking the fight right to Little Rock Capiello. Little Rock Capiello trying to move to a good position to score, but Dan Mason is doing a good job of cutting off the ring and just going right at Little Rock. And now they're just duking it out right there in the center of the ring. And a little bit wobble to us, Danny Mason. Little Rock is now trying to come in and land those punches as Mason is moving in on him. Now that they're separated and now they're back to action, Danny Mason working to the body, trying to control the fight here as Little Rock is having a tough time trying to figure out Mad Dog Mason. Mad Dog Mason now has Capiello in the corner. Capiello lands a right hand, another right hand, couple overhand rights, now the left hook. Left hook kind of landed, but it didn't seem to affect Danny Mason as he comes in and just keeps throwing those punches. Danny Mason has a word to the referee. Nevertheless, Danny Mason does not seem to be affected by Capiello's punches as he landed a couple of clean overhand rights. But Danny Mason did not show any ill effects of those right hands, as now we're right back to action, and Danny Mason is just doing what he's done since the beginning of the fight, and that is keep the momentum forward and just keep going right at Little Rock and try to confuse him, it looks like, John, as Little Rock is having a tough time trying to figure out Mad Dog Mason.
Both fighters exhausted.
Oh, they are quite exhausted. There have been a lot of punches thrown and quite a number of punches have landed. First two rounds have gone to Mad Dog Mason, so he has landed more of the quality shots. Little Rock Capiello, though, we all know is a strong-hearted fighter, and he'll do his all to kind of come back and try to win this round and this fight. Wow, there is some heavy action going on here at the welterweight division, 132 pounds. Danny Mad Dog Mason in the red trunks trimmed in white. Mike Little Rock Capiello in the black trunks trimmed in red. There's a little bit of holding. As John mentioned, these fighters are exhausted. They have been just throwing punches since the opening bell. There has been very little holding and clutching. And that's the end of the third round. Wow, listen to the crowd. So the third round goes to Danny Mad Dog Mason as the first wave to ABT. Yes, hello. Woo! You need a date? Just call ABT. See the other ring card girl's looking over here now too, John. Get her over here. We'll get her in a wave. Wait, get her a wave. Hello, hi, wave to ABT. Smile. Yes, yes, America the Beautiful. Right here at the Whitman Armory, you're seeing freedom at its best. John, help me out.
You're seeing a schoolboy going through adolescence is what you're seeing. Get back to the fight, Joe.
See, that this is also a first. John and I doing a fight together. That's something new. That's going to be one for the comic books, folks. Here we go. We're coming up on fourth round action. Danny Mad Dog Mason up 3-love in the fight so far. Little Rock has his hands full. A left hand landed by Mason. Now Capiello trying to work that right hand.
I didn't see who won that last round. Who got it?
It was Mad Dog got it. So it's 3-love. So Capiello looks like he may have his 25 wins just stay right there, but you never know. One day you're in, one day you're out, to coin a phrase from Peter McNeely. This battle, though, at the 132-pound class is quite full of action. Danny Mad Dog Mason just fighting out of Belmont, New Hampshire, just keeping that pressure consistent. And he looks like a mad dog in there, trying to give it to Mike Capiello, and Mike Capiello just doing his best to try to hold on and hang in this fight.
Mad Dog looks to be hurt a little. It's something on the side. His arm is hurt or something. It looks like his right hand, the way he's holding his shoulder there. I don't know. Check it out.
He could be protecting his ribs, perhaps, John, as Capiello has been trying to work the body and may have affected the ribs of Mad Dog Mason. Mad Dog Mason, though, he does seem to be a little bit tired, more tired in this round than Mike Capiello. Capiello trying to fight in close and trying to land those punches in tight as the fight is just more or less in very close. Referee Bob Benoit warning Little Rock Capiello to watch the clutching, as he may have been holding on to Mad Dog Mason a little bit illegally. Now Mike Capiello is turning up the juice here as he lands a right hand. Mason looks like he may be a little bit dazed, John, as Capiello is now, looks like he has the upper hand in the fight as we speak. Mad Dog Mason, though, still working that body shot. As the action is hot and heavy here in the fourth round at the welterweight division. Mad Dog Mason on the ropes. Capiello trying to land punches, trying to go upstairs. Danny Mad Dog Mason smart enough to grab a hold and punch his way off the ropes as the fighters are in tight, and punches are being landed. And both fighters look to be exhausted, and then they're just keep on throwing those punches. Mike Capiello doing his all to try to avenge those first 3 rounds. And that'll do it for the 4th round of action. Woo! Here on Atlantic Boxing Television, you're seeing some superior action, and for love for Mike Capiello as he wins the 4th round. Wave to ABT, wave, yes, woo! Beautiful action here on ABT, Atlantic Boxing Television. As you see, beautiful women, beautiful fights. You name it, we got it. It's Atlantic Boxing Television.
ABT, tough guys, fast cars, gorgeous babes. What else do you want?
Yes, sirree. Check that. That's Danny Mad Dog Mason up for love here in the battle of the 130-pound weight class. It's an 8-rounder, and Danny Mad Dog Mason is up 4 rounds to none. And Capiello seems to have his hands full.